Hello world! Here is my proposal for international community how to solve one of the most difficult political problems in the last 50 years, namely the Middle East conflict. The idea is that Israel makes a deal with Cuba to swap their national territories. All Israeli people would leave the Holy Land and settle on the island that is very close to its old-time ally and friend, United States. On the other hand, all Cuban people would move further away from its old-time unfriend, United States, and settle on the present territory of Israel. The spirit of Cuba Libre will find a lot of sympathetic neighbors among Arab nations, particularly in Palestine. After the departure of the State of Israel from the region, there won't be any reason to fight anymore, and the Middle East will finally enter the new era of peace and prosperity. On the other hand, Israel would also enjoy the benefits of its newfound peace. Political and economical ties with its powerful friend America would become even closer, and since there won't be any threat of war, there won't be any need to support a huge and expensive Israeli army, and the money could be invested in economy instead. The Israeli people will enter the time of rapid economical growth and political security like never before in its history. Here are some country stats. Territory. Current Israel's land mass is 5 times smaller than the island of Cuba, and that's excluding all occupied territories, of course. Population. 6.3 million people in Israel. That's almost 2 times less than in Cuba. The GDP picture shows a completely different equation though. Israel has a much more higher value of goods and services produced by a nation, $140 billion per year, while Cuba produces only 37.3 billion, which is 4 times less. Despite the differences, we have a situation where both parties can negotiate a mutually beneficial deal for each other. Israel has less land but a lot more money and a strong motivation for politically secure future. Cuba, on the other hand, has less money but more land territory and a political system that needs money to support itself. So each side has something that the other one needs, which lays down a good foundation for a mutually beneficial agreement. Here is how it can be done, for example. In exchange for a smaller national territory, Cuba will receive a financial compensation in forms of direct payment, long-term interest-free loans, know-how, direct investment in Cuban economy and other benefits. Note: Israel won't have the need to spend almost $9 billion for defense purposes anymore. It could be saved. In other words, the Cuban nation will start enjoying a substantial financial sponsorship of economically prosperous new state of Israel. Situated in the close proximity to the USA, the new Israel will become one of the most popular destinations for American tourists and creating new revenues for economy. The main Middle East conflict between Israel and Arab nations will be solved forever, and everybody will be living happily years later.